Hello, today I will be talking about movie review number 932. This is The Lighthouse. The Lighthouse is a 2019 movie directed by Robert Eggers, who also directed The Witch, The Northman, and the upcoming Nosferatu movie. The Lighthouse has A24 Films, Regency Enterprises, and RT features in it. And I saw this movie on February 28th, 2024 at AMC West Chester 18 in West Chester, Ohio. Now, I saw this movie originally in 2019 at this movie video as well. So The Lighthouse has Robert Pattinson portraying Abraham Winslow in the movie, and William Dafoe portrays Thomas Wake in the movie, who are two White House keepers who are assigned to look after a lighthouse in the late 19th century. So this takes place in the 1890s, and they are staying in a remote outpost in New England, and they are tasked to stay there for a couple of weeks. I believe it was a couple of weeks. Well, at first things seem to be going fine. They're just doing their job. Nothing out of the ordinary happens. And then, as the weeks turned into more and more weeks, the two men started to get on each other's nerves. And what's even more interesting was that they start to have hallucinations or visions, and then a storm comes. Like the storm comes, and it kind of makes matters for them even worse as they can't find a way to get off the island. But as the movie progresses further and further, the more insane these two men start to get. And I don't want to discuss too much details. But let's just say that one of the men, I won't say who, let's just say he has a different perspective. Well, not perspective, but more like has a different identity. I don't really want to go too much with the specifics. But let's just say one of the men is not who he says he is. And one of the men happens to find some things on the island, like seagulls and a mermaid. Yeah, a mermaid. And I won't discuss too much further into that, but really 95% of the movie, or maybe a little bit more, is Robert Pattinson and William Dafoe's characters, as they have nobody but each other for company, and they start to get on each other's nerves, as they both have different perspectives on how they want to run things. Um, Now I will say that I wouldn't say this is a movie that is from black and white. There might be a little color in it, but I really like how they created the atmosphere and setting of the movie. I wouldn't really say it's a horror film. It might be in some ways, but it's definitely more of a thriller a little bit. And these two men, while being at this lighthouse, will discover things that will make them not be the same when they came to the lighthouse. Oh man, it was a pretty good movie. Now, some of the dialogue might be a little hard to hear, but I didn't mind. I kind of figured out what was kind of going on. And I won't discuss what happens to these two characters near the end, but let's just say that their insanity might get to a breaking point. especially for one of them. Oh yeah, this was a pretty good movie. Robert Eggers really did a good job in this movie. And I'm looking forward to seeing his new movie, Nosferatu, later this year. But yeah, The Lighthouse is pretty good. I definitely recommend it. And it definitely is understandable when these two men start to go crazy after being confined in this lighthouse for so long. Especially when there's only two men staying there and nobody else. Oh man, this was pretty good. So that's my movie review, The Lighthouse. Please enjoy my next movie review. Alright, goodbye.